Hello, everyone, and welcome to At Left and Right. I am Phantom Corgi Butts.
And I'm Lark Nightingale.
Welcome back to Seduce Me, Part 14, I believe we are on.
Yes.
We've recorded 6 videos today, and it's all been this game. I thought it was going to end like 4 videos ago.
Yeah, we were planning on recording Mass Effect also, but I felt like that was just gonna get boring, and this has got really interesting.
Yes.
So we're gonna wait till this is like done, and then we're gonna wait till we're done with Damien's route. We'll work on Mass Effect, then we'll come back, and I want our next person to be James.
Okay. So anyway, so to recap what happened, Samuel L. got really pissed because she didn't know what was going on with Diana.
Mm-hmm.
So,
as we were also.
Yes. So Damien did his little voodoo magic, and as you can see, we're in the demon world. This is round 2. And we saw kind of what was going on, and that James was meant to marry Diana. Do not put the pretzel on the mic! Take it off! That James was meant to marry Diana, but they all wanted to leave. We didn't know exactly why Damien wanted to leave, and we're about to find this out now. And I quickly ended the video last time because I was upset. So anyway, who are you? What do you want?
I just want to know if you're okay.
Who are you?
Don't be afraid. I'm just a friend.
Friend?
It just got cooler in here. I stared completely in shock. When did my grandfather knew them? Everything started going in fast forward. I saw Damien talking to the voice of my grandfather, seeing his sad face go from happy to surprised to fascinated and cycle randomly. There were even moments when Matthew joined him, letting Damien speak for the voice in the air. It was all unbelievable. Here my grandfather spoke of the human world, painting it to be a beautiful world full of opportunity. How did my grandfather know about all this? What was going on? My mind slightly spun at the idea that my grandfather delved into magic and demons. You know what? He probably saw how much his son hated him as he was delving into magic, and then he came in, talking to Damien, like a son to him.
Aww.
Matthew and all of them!
Aww.
Eventually the world around me slowed down to see the boy standing before the empty throne. They looked determined, stout, and ready for something to happen. Damien stepped forward and held his hand out to the throne.
That is hot.
I cannot speak Latin, as you can tell from earlier.
I didn't even try.
My grandfather started to chant a phrase unfamiliar to me, letting it rupture into the air around the boys. Gusts of wind started to brush through the room like a storm rushing in. I watched, however, as a small tear opened in the air in front of the throne. It glowed an unholy purple color, speaking into the very familiar pink cafe.
No, why? That's...
Quickly, Sam rushed over and drove his hand through the tear, pulling it open, making it larger, and revealing the Pink Lady Cafe with my grandfather on the other side.
He was there! He was getting them when he found me! I think.
My grandfather held out his hand, ushering the boys to
Hurry
come.
up, boys. I can't hold it open.
Maybe
for
our
long.
grandfather also promised one of them to us. That'd be weird. Instantly, the boys ran through the tear, climbing through and almost crushing into the tables and chairs into the cafe. I felt myself moving through as well, joining them as my grandfather closed the portal. Oh, that's kind of weird. The boys looked around the space, almost mystified at the sight. My grandfather laughed out of breath before sitting down at one of the nearby
There
tables.
now. Welcome to the human world, boys. Let's see. Kay, make us some coffee, please. These boys need a drink.
I turned to see Kay, the owner of the Pink Lady of the cafe, and the only other person in the room besides the boys, smile and quickly get to work on making coffee. I was dumbfounded. She knew about them? I felt myself getting dizzy at the thought, but I shook my head and tried to focus on what was going on. My grandfather looked at the boys up and down before chuckling again. They must have been
You'll need a
speechless.
spell to cover yourselves up. Humans don't exactly have horns or parade around naked.
The boys looked at each other before collectively nodding and focusing their energies. Aww. Before my eyes, they went from demons to human-looking demons. They looked at each other, ecstatic at their looks. My grandfather, however, cleared his throat and brought the attention back
Now,
to
don't be rude to Kay now. Sit and enjoy some coffee. It's the best in town.
The boys obeyed, obviously in his debt. I looked at Damien's face and he was almost in tears with joy. I could tell that he was beyond happy to be in the human world. I almost felt like crying for him, but I couldn't understand why. Maybe it was his facial expressions, or maybe it was because I would meet him soon after the fact. Eventually, Damien stopped the magic, lowering his hand and letting me come back to reality. I held on to Damien, who kept a hold of me to make sure I didn't. Yeah, like that didn't answer.
I mean, I think it's because his mom's not a noble kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like that had a big part to do in it.
Mm-hmm. Everything felt so wrong, and yet it all made sense at the same time. My grandfather knew magic. My grandfather helped the boys. He cast a spell in the mansion.
I was the one who convinced everyone to come to the human world.
You just said that.
I was also the one who asked that man, your grandfather,
It's really sad because we got his
to bring
grandpa
us.
killed.
Probably.
So he helped you come through? What happened after?
He gave us a wallet full of fake IDs and maps of the world. He told us to go anywhere we wanted and that he would pay for everything so we wouldn't have to use our magic. It was like he made us human.
Damien laughed nostalgically. I could tell he was happy remembering how my grandfather had helped. I still couldn't wrap my head around it, but the answers I wanted there were 6 feet under and unreachable now.
You really wanted to be human?
Damien looked at me, his eyes gleaming in both hope and shame.
More than anything, I still want to be human. I don't mean just in looks. Everything.
Damien looked in his hands, lowering them to the bed between
Humans don't read minds. Humans don't hurt people like demons do. I didn't ask to be a demon. I want to learn things, go places, and not have to be bound by magic or anything.
I stared. It was pitiful to see him like this. He looked almost like a child, begging me for something he really wanted. I wanted to help him somehow, I just didn't know
It's
how.
all right.
Damien.
You've already done so much for me and my brothers, sheltering us, letting us continue to live here.
Damien frowned, though gently caressing my cheek with
I
his
don't
hand.
want you to get hurt because of us.
Damien lowered his head in shame. I couldn't help but feel my heart squeeze within my chest at the sight. Quick, save it. We might get chances.
I'm shaking a little bit.
He truly cared. Damien let out a small sigh before looking to me with a new smile. He hid his sadness well, but I could tell he was still upset about the whole ordeal.
You should sleep.
Damien gently pressed me back down into the bed, resolved in what had happened. Steal a kiss! Of course! I couldn't let him leave without doing something. I quickly pulled Damien down to me, lifted my head, and gently kissed him, softly laying a hand on his cheek to keep his face close. Damien stared in deep surprise before hesitantly kissing me back, caressing my cheek and silently melting at the touch of our lips. A soft sigh escaped his lips before he slowly pulled away with a smile. He gently licked his lips, making me go red in the face at the simple gesture. He let out a satisfied sigh before nuzzling my forehead.
Go to sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
With that, he stood up and left the room, leaving me to rest per his request. I smiled to myself before relaxing into the mattress.
How pathetic.
Fuck!
She comes out from, like, the curtain. I suddenly tensed up and felt majorly uneasy. She was here. Go to the door.
I'm so irritated. I just want to have a nice sleep. Damien!
Before seeing Diana leaning against the window with a smirk towards me.
What do you want?
Well, I just wanted to see how close Damien was to you. Obviously, he's very close.
Well, at least she, like, it'd be funny if she showed up, Diana, like, gonna show up there waiting for Damien to leave, but it eventually, like, led to doing the ugly.
Oh my god.
She's just standing there,
She's like, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Ah.
And what is it to you? He doesn't want to leave with you, so leave him alone.
Oh, I will. I don't care enough for the bastard son to try and take him away. I just want you to know exactly what you have.
What are you talking about?
Diana chuckled, which made me slightly sick to my stomach for some reason. She
Did
knew
Damien
something.
tell you about what he lived through?
No, he was really vague about all that.
He showed me when he left. He met with.
No, not that. Before that. Did he show you anything before that?
I don't care! Well, he is scorned by the Demon Lord.
He didn't show you everything, did he?
Why would he need to? He showed me what he needed to.
I don't need to show her.
Damn!
I turned to see
He
Damien
wasn't
glaring-
even like, I don't think he was out the door by the time
Yeah!
he showed up. Like,
I turned to see Damien glaring at Diana with a scary glare. I felt dark shivers run down my spine as I stared at him.
Ah, Damien. Right on cue. I was just about to show her why you hate your life and why you have a human fetish.
Oh, he's probably half human.
oh,
I will not show her anything.
We are unraveling Damien before things are happening, and I'm
Oh,
sad.
I won't. Funny. I don't believe you get to tell me what to do, bastard son.
hey,
Before Damien could Or I could leap at her throat. Diana snapped her fingers, suddenly making the room spin. I quickly grabbed onto Damien, who held me close as the room slowly began to change from my room to the demon castle. I looked around, feeling unable to move from Damien's embrace out of dizziness. I looked to Diana, who was leaning on a pillar on the far side of the room with a smirk. However, my focus gathered on a pair of demons, one of them being the demon servant that was the demon lord carrying sheets and books across the room.
Damn that woman, ordering us around. I bet she thinks she's all high and mighty just because she bore that bastard son. Well, she's no queen. She's a simple harem girl. She'll never be queen. The demon lord reminds her that every bloody night. You'd think she'd let it sink in.
The snort that erupted from the servant's nose disgusted me to no end. How vile was this creature?
What? Oh god.
And about
Jeez.
the boy, what do the other noble sons think about him? They treat him like an equal.
At least they all like each other.
He's no noble son, and he will never be. He's a bastard child that doesn't know his place, just like his bitch mother.
This demon.
I thought you were cool at first, bruh, but now I don't like you.
No, he could read minds from a mile away.
Then let him read mine. I don't care. That boy's a monstrosity never meant to be born.
Damien. Does he have more eyeliner on?
I don't know.
The servant cleared his throat, however, at
It's
the
a
sight
evil
of
face.
demons. Damien was standing nearby with an almost dead cold look on his face.
Ah, you.
Yes, me. I don't need to be a mile away to hear your thoughts.
Boy, what?
What I'm doing out of my room is no longer your concern. I may be a bastard, but I'm the Demon Lord's son regardless. I won't take insults from you.
Then what are you going to do, bastard son?
Damien started to step forward. I don't know why, but this room suddenly felt cold and dark as Damien started to approach the
I'm
servant.
finally gonna shut you up.
We killed him?
You threaten me, you threaten him.
Damien's glare could practically kill. I was afraid to even watch, but I continued hoping to not see blood spill from this fight. Damien continued to walk towards the servant, towering over him like a shadow.
I've taken your insults for long enough. Now, I get peace.
Stay away.
I've had enough of you.
Damien stopped, turning his head to look up Archway in surprise.
Mother?
Oh. She ghost. Demon servant slowly turned, also matching Damien's surprise as they looked to the archway. A figure completely covered in red sheets stepped out of the hall, slowly walking to Damien. The thick sound of chains echoed in the room, dragging across the stone floor. I felt like something in my gut tightened, unsure what was going on. But
Is she like,
something wasn't right about
is
it.
he a rape baby?
Maybe. No. However, the familiar smell of blood entered my nose, only it was fresher and much more potent. My gaze slowly trailed down to the stone floor, only for me to go wide-eyed at the sight. Blood brushed over by the sheet as the woman walked, painted the stone a dark red, an almost black color in the woman's wake. I looked back to the mother, now worried that she was bleeding underneath the sheet.
Leave us.
The mother sounded almost enchanting, despite only 2 words in her arrival. I almost let it slip from my mind that this was merely a vision. The servant glared before walking off, mumbling incoherently under his breath. The other demon with him giggled at the servant's inability to fight back. I guess Damien's mother was powerful enough to silence anyone. However, one fact stuck out to me. His mother was a harem girl. I imagined chains on her covered feet, making me frown. It was terrible to imagine.
What are you doing out? He'll hurt you if you aren't.
Damien stopped talking, staring at the woman walking towards him in a gentle, sudden, calm demeanor. A hand slipped out from the curtain and gently caressed Damien's cheek, making him almost melt into the hand. Aww. Damien looked at his mother, a look of hopelessness on his
Why
face.
do you want me to turn around?
Just listen to my thoughts, like you always do.
I watched as Damien slowly nodded and turned around.
As you wish.
Focus on my thoughts.
I could tell that Damien was holding his breath. He must have cared very deeply for his mother. He was incredibly sweet. Silence lingered in the room, almost because of Damien listening to his mother's thoughts. It was almost awkward to watch. The hand that held Damien gently patted over his head. The breath that Damien was holding slowly was let loose, letting Damien relax. I wish she was calming him down. He was pretty angry. But why make him turn around? All she was doing was spinning his head, talking to him, and in her mind it all seemed surreal. Something was wrong. I looked around the room, trying to see what was going on behind the scene. Was someone going to stop them? Was someone going to interrupt? Eyes landed on the dark shadow of a woman walking towards the couple with a knife in her hands. She had shackles with chains on her neck, hands, and feet, but they remained silent as the woman near the
I'm
couple.
sorry.
All of a sudden, the mother brought out her other hand and took hold of Damien's horns, pushing him to his knees. What's
Damien, no!
The shadow quickly started to run at the couple, raising the knife higher above her head. I instantly wanted to move, to run and protect Damien. I remained still, watching the scene unfurl before me.
No!
Damien kicked back, causing his mother to buckle and fall back and release his horns. Damien quickly turned and grabbed hold of the shadow's arms, tightening his grip on them. The shadow started to scream and bite at Damien desperately. Damien glared through the shadow at the nearby pillar, making it disappear and drop the knife he was holding. I looked to the mother, regretted looking. The sheet was unwrapped around her. It wasn't long enough to cover her as she fell, the edge landing over her stomach and covering up her body. The lower half of her body was covered with multiple scars and blood. Her ankles were both shackled to different lines of broken off chains. Her legs were together, but I could tell the number of scars and the amount of blood only increased the further up her legs he went. The poor woman. I stared as Demon Damien looked to his mother in shock and heartbreak. The real Damien around me gripped tighter.
Why?
In an instant, his mother raised her hand to the fallen knife, tensing her hand and fingers to bare her nails. The knife flew off the ground and onto the woman's hand, making her grip over the hand tightly.
Enough. I can't. I don't want to live like this anymore. I won't let him have me again. I won't let you invade my mind again.
I feel so bad! The woman quickly got up onto her knees and raised the knife over her head. I felt my mind screaming as I gasped.
I can't take it anymore! I can't!
No! Stop! Enough!
Oh, God! I felt my voice vanish as I watched this woman, Damien's mother, slam the knife into her own body, curling over herself at the stab. After a choked sob and breath, the woman fell to the ground, curled into a ball as blood pooled from under her and her already blood-red sheet. Wow.
Is this supposed to...
Well, the world around me shattered at his voice, stabbing through my heart and my stomach like glass. The world fell apart and I was left in darkness. The real Damien gripped onto me, burying his face into my shoulder as I gripped his arms. Did that really happen? What did I witness? Why would Diana reopen this kind of wound for Damien? Finally, the world reformed back to my room, with Diana back by the window.
The Demon Lord, despite his sadistic pleasures, loved Damien's mother beyond anything else, even his own wives. When she killed herself, the Demon Lord blamed Damien and his ability to read minds. The only ones who convinced him not to kill Damien were his brothers, so the Demon Lord granted Damien his life. But he would be doomed to become a lowly slave as soon as the eldest became lord.
I looked at Damien, got a face of both murderous hatred and pure sadness as he glared at Diana. The woman he glared at, however, simply chuckled.
So, one day, he was visited by an angel who told him about humans and painted him a pretty picture about them. Now, he's obsessed with it.
So we're gonna end the episode here. All of this shit happened and I don't want to talk about it, so bye.
Bye. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry. Damien! Oh, God.